Hello buddies, welcome back to our Ponniyin Selvan audiobook. Let's continue the story from the previous episode. Vandiyathevan was surprised to see that only 3 people were engaged in a war of words. The crowds were shouting and booing at the debaters, and that created a lot of noise. Vandiyathevan listened to their arguments. One man was wearing the Vaishnava religious symbols all over his body. He had a tuft of hair on his forehead. He appeared like a fanatic Vaishnava. He was armed with a short stick. He was short and plump and looked very strong. The second debater professed the religion of Shiva. He had smeared holy ash all over his body. The third was saffron-clad philosopher with a clean-shaven head. He was neither a Saiva nor a Vaishnava. He was an Advaitin, follower of Shankaracharya. The Saiva shouted at the Vaishnava, "Oh, Aazhvarkadiyan nambi, first answer my question. Didn't Vishnu and Brahma go in search of Shiva's feet and head respectively? And did they not take refuge in Shiva's feet after they failed in their mission? Didn't they concede that none could find the beginning or end of Lord Shiva? How the hell can you say that Vishnu is the greatest of the 3? Aazhvarkadiyan nambi waved his stick menacingly at his opponent as he spoke, "Oh Shivapata Dulipata, will you please stop that nonsense? Didn't your Shiva give a lot of boons to the 10-headed Ravana, the king of Lanka? Didn't all those boons go up in smoke before the mighty bow of our Lord Rama? How the hell can you say then that Shiva is the greatest of the lot?" The saffron-clad philosopher intervened with the sobering words, "Why are you wasting your time in these futile arguments? Even if you are arguing for hours on end, you can't decide whether Shiva is greater or Vishnu. Vedanta has spheres for all your questions. So long as you are in the lowly path of devotion, these silly arguments will continue. Superior to the path of devotion is that of knowledge, and beyond that is Brahman. Once you attain that Brahmic state, there is neither Shiva nor Vishnu. Sarvam Brahmamayam Jagat. Whatever there is only Brahman." Sri Shankaracharya explains in his commentaries on Brahma Sutra. Aazhvarkadiyan did not let him finish. "Stop that crap, will you? After writing elaborate philosophical commentaries on Bhagavad Gita, the Upanishads and the Brahma Sutra, your Shankara sang on my Lord. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Moodamade. Worship Govinda, oh you foolish mind." The Vaishnava stressed the word foolish and repeated it thrice. The crowd applauded the witty retort. The philosopher was furious. "You are right. I am a fool. Who but a fool would talk philosophy to a thick-headed idiot with a tuft on his head and stick on his hand? Oh sannyasi, this is no ordinary stick. This has the power to break your clean-shaven head should there be a need." The crowd hailed the Vaishnava's move. Aazhvarkadiyan aimed the stick at the philosopher's head. The philosopher shouted again, "Stop it, I say. Let the stick remain in your hand. Even if you are going to hit me with the damn stick, I won't be angry, nor will I fight with you. The one who beats is Brahman. The one who is beaten is Brahman. If you beat me, you will only end up beating your own self. I beg all of you to bear witness to this beautiful sight. The Supreme Brahman is going to give a holy beating to the Supreme Brahman, since according to his philosophy, he is me and I am him. I am going to hit myself with the stick." Aazhvarkadiyan approached the philosopher with the raised stick. Vandiyathevan lost his cool. He wanted to grab the stick from the fanatic and thrash him with his own weapon. The philosopher merged into the crowd and vanished without a trace. The Vaishnava sympathizers hailed Aazhvarkadiyan's victory. That was a perfect knockout. Aazhvarkadiyan now turned to the only remaining foe. "Pada Tulipata, shall we continue with the arguments, or you two are going to do the vanishing act like your philosopher friend?" "Me? Vanishing? No way. I'm not like your Lord Krishna who steal butter from the milkmaids and got bitten by them. What a shame. Your Lord Shiva carried sand in consideration for some sweets and was caned for his indiscipline and insubordination." Aazhvarkadiyan now came near Butter holding the stick in a threatening position. He was large and strong. The Saiva was lean and weak. The crowd soon divided themselves into 2 factions and were thirsting for a hands-on fight. Vandiyathevan wanted to put an end to all the foolishness happening in the name of religion. He came forward and shouted at the crowd. Okay buddies, I'm gonna pause this story here. Stay tuned for the next episode and thanks for listening.